You ever really think about Republicans? Like, we live in this country where about 20, sometimes 30%, depending on what year, what election cycle, identify as Republican voters. That is essentially them telling the world, look at me! I'm the dumbest fucked up freak you've ever met! I'm a Republican! Right? So that's pretty much their way of identifying as the stupidest person in the room. There is no such thing as a smart Republican unless you want to use the relative intelligence. Like, let's say a smart Republican is a Republican that is capable of tying their shoes, right? As opposed to the average Republican that is incapable of doing such a thing. But really, when we think about how fucking stupid Republicans are, which, I think about it often because, wow, man, these guys are fucking stupid. But when we really think about just how dumb, fucking, shit for brains, dumbass motherfucker these Republicans are, sometimes it helps a little bit to have some numbers, some up-to-date numbers, on just how dumb these fuckers are. So I've got this poll, a 2024 presidential primary poll with the Republican base. And let's read some results here. To the extent the Republican primary is a contest at all right now, it looks like it's one between Donald Trump and a sentiment one might call Trump fatigue. And Trump is winning that matchup easily. Here's why. MAGA-sounding ideas are widely held in the Republican electorate, an environment that plays heavily to Trump's advantage. It also doesn't help, or doesn't hurt, that Trump created the current Republican Party. Trump is literally the god of this Republican Party, and when I say that, I mean he is the creator. He created and inspired pretty much every right-wing thought on every subject. He's inspired so many countless conspiracy theories, even going back before he was even president, such as the Barack Obama secretly a Muslim born in Kenya conspiracy. Donald Trump started that one, or at least he brought it to mainstream prominence, right? So again, Donald Trump is in quite literal terms the god of the Republican Party, as in he created the current version of the Republican Party. He is its creator. So the idea, a lot of these fucking people in mainstream media, because they're dumb as shit too, just the different kind of dumb, want you to believe Ron DeSantis. Remember when Joe Rogan marched out there like the little puppy dog fucking beta male bitch with his marching orders? I'm really thinking about Ron DeSantis. Ooh. Right? Remember when all these Republicans were doing this? By the way, Ron DeSantis still hasn't even announced he's running for president. That guy crashed and burned before he even started his campaign. Now, he might start one anyway, which would be hilarious. After it's already crashed and burned, he might just start it anyway, that might be the funniest shit in the world. But either way, that's a whole different story. Let's get back in here. We got an image here to make reading this data a little more easily, for the audience here. There's a big demand for a candidate who says Trump won. You're not going to get me that easily. Reminder, Joe Biden is the winner of 2020. Donald Trump is the loser. Who challenges woke ideas? Who doesn't criticize Trump and for good measure makes the liberals angry? I love how doesn't criticize Trump. That's a policy stance for the Republican Party. Well, I was really considering voting for this guy, but, he does criticize Trump. And so, he seems like he's good on the woke ideas. He's good on making liberals whine, but he did criticize Trump one time. He said, Trump was a little mean to me, and I don't really think Trump was mean to him. I think Trump said what had to be said, and so, I can't with this fucking shit. All right, so check this out. This is presidential primary for the Republican side. What is motivating them in this next coming election? Okay. %85 say challenges woke ideas. 85% of Republican primary voters, at least according to this YouGov CBS poll, want to challenge woke ideas. Now again, Republicans are about 20, depending on the election, to 30% of the American population. That is, about 1 in 5 Americans are brain dead, dumber than fucking chimpanzees that you find in fucking goddamn Brazil, you know, and I'm talking about literal chimpanzees here, you know, in the rainforest and shit, right? Right. These motherfuckers are so fucking stupid. They're like Homo erectus, maybe even Neanderthal tier intelligence, right? 85% of the 25% want to challenge woke ideas. Now, real quick here, I'm going to go down to the bottom of this list. 57% want to make liberals angry. Now, first of all, the idea that it's 57% and not 100% leads me to believe that this poll had people that were lying to it, because you know for a fact that every single Republican is purely and only motivated by triggering the libs. So the idea that this is only 57%, I think that they're lying. I think people lied about that on the poll. But also, what is my evidence for that? Well, if 85% say challenges woke ideas, what does that mean? What does it mean? Woke ideas. What does it mean? It doesn't mean anything. It basically just means trigger the libs, right? So only 57% want to trigger the libs, but 85% want to trigger the libs. It's the same question. But again, you need to understand that Republicans are so fucking dumb that they hear challenge woke ideas and make liberals angry, and they see two different things. Like, they genuinely, like, it's like if you had access to, like, the fucking ultraviolet spectrum of light in your eyeballs, right? Like, they go outside and they see wokeness. You know? Wokeness. There's wokeness. Oh, God, there's woke. They don't even call it wokeness, by the way. They call it woke. You know, like in Florida, Ron DeSantis had the Stop Woke Act. Not Stop Wokeness, which would be grammatically a correct way to use your made-up word, but it's Stop Woke. So they go out there and they go like, I see woke out there. Oh, is that woke? Oh my God, is that? I think I'm seeing. I gotta put my reading glasses on. Is that? I think it says something woke. Is that? Betsy, come get the camera. I think I see woke out there. Like, again, I need you to understand, Republicans are so fucking stupid, they really don't even know what they even want. 85% want to challenge woke ideas. Doesn't mean anything. 57% want to make liberals angry. The only possible benefit of challenging woke ideas is making liberals angry, because the woke ideas don't fucking exist. There is no CRT in fucking school. No one is transgendering the kids. This is all made up fucking garbage, right? So the only thing that they could be doing when they're combating this made up garbage is to do so to trigger the libs, but only 57% of them want to make liberals angry. What does that mean? Well, I don't know, like, angry maybe is too harsh of a term. Maybe the Delta just want to make liberals slightly aggrieved. You know, 57% want to make them angry, right? But the rest of them, they just want to tick them off a little bit. That's the only thing I can think of to make sense of those two things. But let's go. 66% oppose gun restriction. Now, the thing about that is that it's pretty low. Given a Republican primary electorate, only 66% oppose gun restrictions. I mean, I'm serious. I would figure that shit to be like 90, 95%. I guess a couple of Republicans had their fucking best friends get shot and killed over at Hooters. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they're getting a little fucking pissed off at these guns. I don't know. 61% are, they want somebody to lead them in the 2024 election who denies the results of the 2020 election. This is some fucked up shit. I don't, again, it's hard to tell how much of this is accurate. It's also, especially because Republicans, again, they're like wild animals. You ever watch those like fucking nature documentaries and you see like fucking, They just pick random celebrities to do like voiceover on some shit. Like I watched this one on Netflix with Bryan Cranston in it. Check that one out. I forget what it's called because they're all the same. But anyway, like, those nature documentaries, those are basically Republicans, right? Like, they're just wild animals. They're undomesticated, bad dogs. And you know what? I love bad dogs. I love taking bad dogs and making them good dogs. But when it comes to Republicans, I really just don't think it's possible, right? These are wild fucking animals. These are Homo erectus motherfuckers. These are unevolved, under-evolved losers. These guys, again, the dumbest population of people that have ever existed in all of human history. All of human history. This is the dumbest group of people. Right here, right now. Again, let me explain. Can you really blame people 7,000 years ago for not knowing about soap? Can you really blame people 10,000 years ago for not knowing about complex language? They didn't have the tools available to them. Now, everybody's got a smartphone. All of scientific discovery and thought is capable of being accessed at any point. And yet, the average intelligence of America, as especially Republicans, because this is like the dumbest of the dumb, right? America is the dumb. Republicans are the dumbest of the dumb, right? They're getting dumber over time. Like, do you have Republicans in your family? If you do, I do. I have Republicans in my family. I used to be able to have a conversation with them. Now, it's impossible. They're getting dumber. I need you to understand. Republicans, they're not staying stagnant as scientific discovery increases and the accessibility of complex knowledge increases, right? If they were stagnating, they would still be the dumbest group of people in the history that have ever lived. But they're getting dumber. They're getting fucking dumber. Like, I got this Republican in my family who is crazy ass motherfucker. Relatively, you could have like a 5-minute conversation with them if you're lucky. Nowadays, it's like, the election QAnon, goddamn Antifa, the Black Lives Matters rioters and looters are gonna come in and get me any day now. Like, I need you to really understand that it is not only that thought, intelligence, information is on the rise, but the average person is getting fucking dumber. Now, again, it would be horrible if the average person in such a plethora of knowledge in this world that we live in today, it would be a crime against humanity if the average person did not stay up to date on scientific discovery or read every day. That would be a crime against humanity if they were stagnating. That I need you to understand, this is not stagnation. These motherfuckers are getting dumber and dumber and dumber and dumber. And again, these are Neanderthals. These are Homo erectus motherfuckers. These are under-evolved, stupid, and more importantly, Republicans are dangerous. They are dangerous, okay? I need you to really understand, right? The most prolific serial killers in all of American history are politicians and cops. By the way, again, what are the Republican parties across the country? What is their main legislative goals where they don't have to deal with bipartisanship? In the states where it's all Republicans all day, what are they doing? They are emboldening child sex slavery. That's right. There's Republicans in several states that are advocating for more loosening of child marriage laws. What is child marriage? Child marriage is when you sell your kid to some creep so that that creep can fuck them legally. That's what child marriage is. I have a term for that. It's called child sex slavery. This is what Republicans are doing in their state legislatures. They're banning certain minority groups from going to the doctor in these state legislatures. So again, it would be one thing if these were just dumb little puppies that like kept walking into the wall, or like, they run down the hallway and then they like slip and slide into the wall. It's one thing. Cute little dumb puppy. We all love dumb little puppies. You pick them up and they have their tongues hanging out there. We all love dumb puppies. But these are dangerous, crazy, insane, psychopathic animals. I need you to understand this. And I know they get triggered when we talk about them in this way. But I need you to, on a very, 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 permanently tattoo this into your brain. Republicans are evil, dangerous, nefarious, and disgusting, fucked up freaks. And this poll is a great example of that. Again, the party of child sex slavery is going to challenge woke ideas. Wow. I'm listening. Wow. So, anyway, let me take this hat off. I feel like it's outstayed its welcome.